All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well today. Let's get into it. Let's quiet the music down a little bit. A couple of disclaimers before we start off here. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, yada, yada, yada. The tools that I use on the stream can all be found here at the bpigindicator.com website. These guys make the best mathematics-based indicators on TradingView, bar none. They actually do double check their work, and it's not based on just random lines everywhere. All the indicators can be found under the indicators tab, and there is a referral link in the description of the stream as well. They also have a bunch of free stuff available, so do check them out on TradingView. I also have a link for our Discord in the description of the stream as well. Come hang out, come talk shit, come show off your positions, and yeah, come educate yourself as well, because there's a lot of useful information on there. And let's hop right into trading. Sorry, I don't think it grabbed my trading view here. Technical difficulties. Yes. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that on stream. All right. How much time do we have? We have 9 minutes before the market opens. So let's start off with the S&P 500. Let's see how that's going to open today. Looks like it's going to open down for the day. Am I on daily? Yes. Not too much of a move here. Something to pay attention to is the MOM3G suggesting cross down. I believe that is today. I don't think we got it yesterday, but I was kind of hinting at it yesterday. Let's take a look at our replay. Yeah, I was hinting at it yesterday, but we didn't quite get the cross down. There's a good chance we get that cross down today. It is coming off a pretty high area. The expected moves for today on the S&P 500 to the downside is 45.04, 44.46, and then if things get really crazy, 43.92, and to the upside, 45.75, 46.23, and 46.71. If things also get very crazy. Yo, what's happening, guys? By Sevi, Unk, what's going on, man? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's take a look at NASDAQ quickly. Yes, very similar things. A couple of things of note. Also, it looks like it did give you a cross down yesterday at the close, actually, and today following through with that. What kind of things could we expect from something like this? Well, price is random, but something in the expected moves kind of makes sense. Maybe back down to the POVMA. Keep an eye on this though, because if we do end up closing below the POVMA, that could spell some trouble, especially with the HVP expanding here. Let's take a look, see at the world indices. And Coach, what's happening? SMINTZ catch the 8K dip. Yeah, did anybody catch that Soros wick? I think it only happened on one exchange. Let's actually take a look at that. I think it was Binance US. See USD. See USD on Binance US coming in with a massive wick today. What's the low on this bitch? Where is it? Low 8,200. So you definitely got the gap fill at 12K, but let's see if he bought it or not. What's the volume on it? Yeah, I don't think they calculated it right, so I'm not even going to show the volume on it. I guess we could look at it like in a relative sense. Take a look right out. Not very high volume. I don't know what happened. This might be a misprint. I haven't heard like a story or anything on this. Probably the most volume they ever saw in. I don't know if just like a George Soros was onboarding or what have you, but this is this is some scammy shit if I'd ever seen it. I think some people lost the gains for today in the Discord as well, trading this shit. That's insane. That's insane. Another good case example of price is random. Anything can happen at any point in time. Even though it may seem like, hey, everything's going slow and steady, yeah, then you get shit like this. Alright, let's go back to the indices quickly before the open. We got 6 minutes here. Did CC buy some 9k BTC? Fuck, probably, man. He probably bought all the fucking BTC. Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, like, if you have enough money, I don't even know how much money it would take to drive something like this. But considering it's on one exchange, probably not that much. I don't know how liquid this is on Binance US. I think FTX also had a bit of a move down. Let's take a look. See. Yeah, FTX coming down to 58,555 on the BTC USD. All right, let's take a look. See at the indices. How are we doing for the indices? Yeah, not a lot of action. On the Australia 200 index, you got entropy ticking down, HVP expanding, overall positive as long as you're above the POVMA. I would look to the mom to denote that, hey, you might get some more upside in the immediate future here. Nothing too crazy on the cone here as well. I have mine for today set at 5 and 1%. Let's take a look at Germany 30. Also having a move down to the POVMA here. Mom gave you a cross down a couple of days ago, suggested that, hey, you're not going to have immediate upside right here, right now. This is kind of what I'm looking for on the S&P 500 with potentially the mom crossing. We do have to wait for this to confirm, but I like it. For me, I think this is the kind of move that we could be seeing in the near future, where we get a cross down today, spends tomorrow, maybe Monday, moving down to the POVMA. That kind of makes sense. Something to look out for is the expansion on the HVP there. Moscow, this is the RTSI index. We actually had this move in entropy wasn't very significant when you compare it to shit like this is the Rona dump. Yeah, this was the Rona dump, which was a very, very low entropy reading there. Not very significant, but nevertheless, you do see it moving back up. HVC is very low, and you are now going negative on MOM, although you are still above the POVMA. This is the worrisome part. This is the worrisome part. If we do see a close below the POVMA, and you get a tick up on the HVC, and the MOM continues to go negative, I would become my assumption would be that, hey, you're gonna see some lower prices for this index. All right, the incubator is texting me. What's going on? Oh, it's just some dude. Some dude, what's up? Yo, SMINTZ, did you buy or what? Please tell me you bought. I am genius. Or did you miss it? I bet you were fucking asleep. I bet you were asleep. Yes. Alright. We believe you. It's okay. Yeah. We definitely believe that you bought it. Oh my god. MOEX, very similar stance to the RTSI, HVP expanding. You do have entropy now moving back up into the uncertainty range. Likely some bullshit in the near future. If I don't want to front run it, but there's a decent potential. I shouldn't say that, because we could actually measure the probabilities. I hate using probability words to describe something that doesn't have, like, I don't know what the probability of us closing below it is. I could just check, you know, like, what's the top here? 43.11, 41.88. Even the fucking language is against you when you start talking about it. Alright, here's your probabilities for the next 30 days on the MOEX, if anybody gives a shit. 14% of closing below, 55% of staying in range. So most likely you get some bullshit over the next 30 days. Do look for the HVC to pick up here to know that, hey, you might get some moves in that HVP. Closing below the POVMA and mom expanding to the downside would put some bearish pressure on this asset. Let's take a look at UK 100. I had limit orders at 10k Naira trading on. Yeah, you're gonna use it all to buy Solana or what? I have chat logs. I was promised, and that's the market open. HEP actually contracting here on the UK 100, still a very low range. I do want to take a look at the weekly as well. Yes, the weekly is very, very low. We've seen pretty significant moves. They do take their sweet ass time though on the weekly, you know. So this is like over the course of weeks here. How many days is that? This is about 2 months of price action here on HVP expansion to the downside. You got a pretty decent trade out of that. You know, if you're in this and you're looking for immediate upside, possible, but it probably would make sense to actually insure yourself against some downside. Coin doing well, nice. Going to prime 112 the rest of my life. Oh my god. CBFB custodian. Now I feel dumb for not having limit orders for this type of shit. Yeah, I was thinking about this too, just to set some fucking, you know, ridiculous limit orders when exchanges do this kind of shit, but then you end up just locking capital away. Like imagine how many days you could have been profiting while the market was just moving slow and steady upwards, or, you know, you could have taken trades. But if you were to just like take that like one day, you know, you think it happens all the time. It definitely happens. It definitely I've seen it way more than I should have seen it, but like the amount of days in between is just too brutal, man, for anything significant. Let's take a look at it. Happens 3 to 4 times a year. Yeah, and also you got to pick the right exchange. Jesus, what the fuck did you just send me, SMINTZ? Oh my god. Coinbase to power crypto custody for Facebook. Are they still rolling out their shit for high kurtosis? Exactly. Are they still rolling out their stablecoin? Pilot No via a new digital wallet that enables people to send and receive money abroad instantly, securely, and with no fees. Pax dollar. Interesting. So they're gonna be the new Federal Reserve. Zuck bucks. Zuck bucks. Oh my god. That's just fucking ridiculous. Alright. Let's take a look at China back on the daily. It is grinding up against the weekly, actually, POVMA. So, you know, if you do see a cross down here, which it's kind of hinting at on the weekly time frame, hey, bad news. When you're below the POVMA, might see a move back down to the lows. That wouldn't be so good for China. We were looking at this here, suggesting that, hey, right here, right now, it's probably not the place where it's going to go make new lows on this. It was unlikely from the clone perspective as well, I believe. Is there anything? The daily is still positive. If you do see the daily end up crossing below the POVMA and settling a day there, and the weekly mom turn back down before going above the POVMA, that's probably pretty decent chance to get back to the lows on this one. Aspire. Oh my god. All right, Hang Seng is actually giving you a cross down on mom. Move back down to the POVMA range. Kind of likely here. Let's take a look at the weekly as well. Although weekly entropy is now moving back up, suggesting that, hey, you might get some random bullshit here. Something probably similar to this here. You know, you did end up seeing moves below the POVMA, still got back down to the low, and just picked itself back on up. HVP reading was much higher here though. Let's take a look at Japan quickly. Eldorman switched the dark shadow. Hodor. Alright, let's take a look at the mom here. Alright, Japan is actually not looking too hot. Japan's not looking too hot. Let's take a look at a longer mom reading here. Yeah, Japan mom on weekly has gone negative, and on daily it's gone negative, and on weekly it's actually picking up on the HVP here. This could spell some decent downside for Japan. It was one of the stronger ones looking over here, but then entropy ended up just wearing off while HVP was expanding, and mom gave you some good downside moves here, especially once you start closing below the POVMA. Looks like it's in a very similar precarious spot here. I think it's almost hit the third expected move. Almost hit the third expected move. Wow. Powerful Japan. Nikkei in a similar stance. Yes. Alright, let's go back to the American market since they've just opened. Neck has a Lexus. All Lexus are sus. What's the Nissan one? Is that a Datsun? No, they don't make Datsuns anymore. Alright, mom's still positive here on the Dow Jones. Let's take a look at the phone. It is hinting at a cross down here. So if the US indices do get a cross down on the mom, I'd first expect a move somewhere in the area of the POVMA. It's nice that they're all within expected moves as well. That kind of lines up well. The HVP expansion is concerning. I would be going off the momentum tools just to kind of figure out which way it's going to go, because the HVP is not a directional tool. It's very nice for timing though. Honda. The one thing that I was looking at this morning actually for the S&P 500 that had me decently concerned was actually the weekly HVP. It's very low. It's a very low reading, and you do have an HVZ squeeze like a motherfucker here, suggesting that you're gonna see some crazy stuff over probably the next weeks. Does this really take 112 days, 120 days? In previous examples, when the HVP reading was this low on the weekly, you did see usually down moves denoted by high HVP. This was the 2018 dump, which caught a lot of people off guard. And this was, of course, the Rona dump. So if you are long the markets over a long term, maybe look for the HVZ to kind of denote that, hey, I might want to be insured here, because this thing's no joke. It can stay around very low for a long period of time, especially like in this area here. We don't have any sort of timing tool to know that, hey, it's gonna last like, you know, a lot of weeks. Like this was like a full fucking year, and you don't want to be, you know, long puts for a year, because that's gonna be extremely expensive. But if you do have positions, it might make sense to cover some of them off and be using even like the POVMA is closes below them to sort of denote that, hey, this might get pretty serious. So I am a little bit worried about this, but it's over a long time frame. Oh my god, you guys are touching tips in chat. Rude of you guys not to invite me. Alright, let's take a look at NASDAQ if that's in a similar position. Yeah, very, very similar reading on the NASDAQ HVP. The price is still above the POVMA. You did get across up. It looks like it's going to go positive on the MOM as well. So far so good, but do be aware of this. And actually, let's take a look at the weekly HVP on Bitcoin as well. Yeah, that's right in the mid-range. That's kind of making it a lot more difficult. On the other hand, though, you know, we have seen HVP expansions to the upside, like this little expansion that we saw here. It cooled off, and then another one to the downside as well. That's what I mean when I say the HVP is not a directional tool. That's why we use a tool like the MOM3G. The thing that I was looking at on Bitcoin this morning was actually the 12-hour. All right, let's go back. Let's go back a few bars. 45 bars. You are on the 1% cone here. So it's unlikely that you see immediate upside right here, right now. Well, how unlikely? It's very possible, but it's like getting 6.64 heads in a row. That's how unlikely it is. Those things do happen, but hey, just something to be aware of. You have again a very low HVP reading on the 12-hour, and your entropy is now picking back up, suggesting that hey, this future these future bars going forward, that they might be a little bit more random. Not actually a little bit. They're going to be more random. You're going to see much more random price action, much less composed. Look at MOM to kind of denote what I told you. Look at MOM to denote direction here, and be prepared for randomness. Be prepared for scam wicks, because when you go from an area of low HVP to kind of high HVP, you get these up-down moves. On the daily, still looking nice though. Entropy is going lower, HVP contracting. Still looking good. If the SPY gets across down on the MOM like Bitcoin did today, move somewhere to the 6,500 area is not out of the question. And on the weekly, did I see this on the weekly? Yes, I did. On the weekly, your MOM is getting up there as well, so do look for a cross down here. See if you can reduce your cost basis on a weekly time frame, because you know you got a cross down somewhere here. You had one more week of up, but hey, MOM is pretty powerful, and it did give you a nice area to reduce your cost basis here. So those are the kind of things to watch out for going forward. All right, let's take a look at the shorter term time frames as well on the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is suggesting that hey, things are gonna get a little bit more random here. For the entropy, it's picking back up. Got a nice couple of, what was this, like 3 1 hour candles of entropy moving down into that significant area, and it's been going up ever since. HVP still expanding. Doesn't look too directional here though. Looks just more like up down action. The expected moves actually are for today. On Bitcoin, we actually hit the first expected move to the downside, 63,666. What a crazy number. Second one, 60,90. And the third one, 57,264. Things get crazy. They already did get pretty damn crazy on Binance US. We saw a wick down to 8K. So, you know, that was probably an insanely good buy. That was definitely an insanely good buy. MJ, if you get a minute. Yeah, absolutely. Let's actually go into that. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Let's go. What do we want to see? Do we want to see Ethereum? Oh, Ethereum had that move down to the POVMA as well, hitting the first expected move and a little bit further down. Nice. Very nice. CZ has 8K Bitcoin. Yeah, fucking true. Yo, imagine going like 100x on that shit at 8K. No, I don't. I'm not even gonna speculate on it. Insane. Just insane. This is what I love about the crypto space. Crazy shit happens. Crazy shit happens. MJ Holdings. Is this just a holding company? What can we say about MJ Holdings? Probably a decent to look weed ETF. Nice. Yeah, by the dip. Are you holding this one, or are you looking at this as a trade, Dogman? This doesn't look too good. The HVP being this low suggests that you could see some volatility in the future. This is on the weekly. Just FYI, I will take a look at Tilray as well. Let's take a look at the daily here. You do have this like kind of slow and steady uptick in the HVP, which has been pretty nice, but not very directional. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to call this one. I think I would wait. I think I would wait for a little bit more volatility to come in and for this stuff to get sorted out. If you get a confirmation with your mom and above some sort of POVMA or EPWMA, that probably wouldn't be too bad for a trade or a long. The wrong ticker. Am I looking at the wrong ticker? Takai, weed read. Oh my god. Alright. Let's take a look actually at the probabilities on this as well. What do I want to grab? Like 0.51 and maybe somewhere 0.32. I think it was. Still a 50-50 chance of it falling below what the fuck did I set it to? I'm forgetting this price. 0.32. 50% chance of staying above in the next 30 days and 50% chance of staying below. Oh no, actually it's higher than that to stay above, close above. 43% chance of closing in range, and then 32% chance of closing above the range. Yeah, man, I'd be pretty split on this one in terms of actually trading it. I would wait for a better setup on this. Let's take a look at Tilray. Oh, Tilray had a great bleed out, hey? Okay, this is much easier to take a look at. You have a pretty easy spot to manage on the POVMA. I'm not sure if you would want to do it that way or if you just want to buy and hold. HVP expansion, very nice. HVZ did give you a local extreme here, and mom going positive. Yeah, this is good. This is actually not a bad looking trade. Let's take a look at the weekly on this. Yeah, no worries, man. My pleasure. My pleasure. Something to be aware of on the weekly is whether it gets above or does not above the POVMA. You can probably take a look at the probabilities for that as well. Yeah, not sure how you want to structure it. If you want exposure, not too bad. Not too bad to just take a chance here. You have some decent spots to manage it, and you can definitely use the tools to your advantage. Out of the money leaves. Okay, got you, got you. Have you just been looking at the wheat sector as a whole? I haven't been in this sector for so long. Probably time though. It's probably time. Nice. I'm gonna add this one to my list. Did I? IV rank was 1. Okay. Yeah, guys. You've seen me use stock market or market chameleon before. This is why it can be a good source for trades. It can be a good source for trades. Fuck this. Okay, I don't know. I'm kind of salivating over this one now. I might structure a trade on this one. I'm gonna keep it in the back. All right, let's take a look at some of the new shit. Let's take a look at GitLab. GitLab doing okay. Not much to say here. Let's take a look at some cryptos. We looked at Ethereum. Yes. What else do we want to look at? Maybe rates. Let's take a look at rates. Nothing too significant on rates. The short end of the curve is not really following suit. I know everybody's expecting hikes. Personally, I don't know how many they'll be able to get in there, but I'd assume they don't get too many in. Last time they tried the hikes, it didn't work out so well. It did not work out so well. Oh, man, thanks, bro. Much appreciated. Long end of the curve is picking up though. So all the would-be bond kings that are screaming, hey, TLT is about to go through the roof. Not so fast. Not so fast. Maybe they should use the BA pick tools to actually time it properly instead of sitting there looking at fucking chart lines and triangles and shit. I also saw, what did I see today? I think I saw fucking Plan B shouting out the RSI readings. When dog streams. Yeah, when dog streams actually though. Also when videos on indicators. Yeah, stop working 9 to 5. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, let's take a look at some crypto degen shit. Oh, actually, how's Master doing? Master down 0.74%. We did see it outperform Bitcoin yesterday, I think, on daily, like 6% day. Oh, pretty close. Stream sucks. Oh. Alright, yeah, let's take a look at the crypto top 100 before you guys get too fucking rowdy. Vet USD, whatever the fuck that is. Hey, decent. Decent move for Vet. This one's been around for a while, hasn't it? Near. This one doesn't look too bad either. POVMA. Probably wait for the mom to pull back a little bit and reassess. But overall, pretty good. Some of these, you know, when I'm saying pretty good, it doesn't mean that, hey, I would be onboarding right here, right now. Probably just in a general sense, just because it's easier to manage some of these than others. You can be my first stream, I guess. FTT USD. This is one I do actually want to get my hands on. I am currently trading on FTX. This one would be pretty good for reducing my fees, and considering how well BNB has done, it's not a bad bet as an up-and-comer. Let's take a look at Solana. Ooh, Solana doing pretty well. Did you get scammed out today, SMINTZ? Pumping. Pumping. Yeah, Solana's doing pretty well. Let's take a look. I'd be kind of concerned about that, but could come into the upside. Would follow mom for direction. Let's take a look at the shorter time frames. Oh, look at that. What a nice expected move. Hit the second expected move, almost hit the third expected move. You now have entropy moving down. This is on a 4-hour and HEP is pretty low. Wait for this cross up on the mom. This could be a juicer trade coming up. Nice. Very nice. Henry Hawk, what's going on, man? Yeah, we got mods in here now, okay? You guys fuck around too much. Alright, let's take a look at the biggest losers. What is this? OKB USD. This shit just looks insane. Listen, look at that on the daily. Just back down to the POVMA. Looks like it's getting bought up outside of the third expected move. It's Huobi. Does anybody here trade the Huobi? Gold Lord, what's up? If you stake FTT, you also get some free RC20 withdrawal every day. Good for APing into DFI. Yeah, dude, staking has honestly been a pretty cool new addition. A lot of the people in our Discord are now doing the staking. They're getting some crazy APRs. Like, I don't know who was staking at like 36,000. 36,000% a year, some ridiculous shit like that. GRT pumping now, nice. E-Gold about to go mass. Let's take a look at GRT and E-Gold. Yeah, GRT not so bad, coming up on the first expected move. HVP still pretty damn low. Mom's positive though. Yeah, nothing bad to say about this until further notice. Let's take a look at maybe a shorter term time frame to see if where we can get into the improbable range. Let's see, this is on a 12-hour. Yes, 12-hour, 18 bars back. Like 1.26 is within the range of probabilities. You go further out, 1.75 is within the range of probabilities. HEP reading very low. You probably have a move incoming at some point in the near future. This is on a 12-hour again. Very nice. Juicing. Yeah, I get almost 60,000% on time. 60,000%. That's insane. That's insane. How hard was it to enter into time? Did you have to do a bunch of ridiculous shit like sushi swap or whatever? I don't know anything about time, but from what I understand, a lot of these crazy yield coins, it's pretty hard. It's not hard at all. Okay, I'm gonna fucking look into that because that's a ridiculous percentage. That's a ridiculous percentage. Let's take a look at equal. You just buy AVAX coin on like Coinbase. Okay, Axios pump mass on the day they start staking for 123%. Yeah, a lot of these have a very similar stance on the daily, where they've just broken above their POVMA. Be careful here. The volatility is pretty low. You could probably look at like 1 hour to see if you're gonna see some scammy action, but I don't want to be one to front run it and just say, hey, it's gonna reverse right here, right now. No, you're above the POVMA. You should be expecting positive moves as long as you're above it, and the HVP is expanding. So that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Probably end up, if we do see some downside action, I'd probably end up going off the expected moves to get some buys in. I'm not suggesting that that's what's going to happen, but overall, very good. Very good. Who's tagging me? Somebody tagged me. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Go all in. No, thank you. Let's take a look at AVAX actually. Yeah, very similar stance. Just the tip. Very nice. Let's take a look at Soul as well. No, we already did Soul. Yeah, we already did Soul. There's a bunch of other ones that I wanted to take a look at. Nice, I got good waypoints. SSR going up with POS mean. Alright, let's see. Oh, I know what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the ETF. How's the ETF doing today? ETF doing minus 2% today. Not too hot on the ETF. Bitcoin is doing only minus 1.74%. We'll see how the day ends. I'm probably expecting. Well, I'm not expecting. You could see a move down to the 60,000 range within the next couple of days. I'm basing this just that the mom has crossed down, and you're still above the POVMA. Let's take a look at some of the shitcoins that I'm in. Rook, nothing burger action so far. Oh, math not doing too hot. Minus 3% there. Almost 4%. Hex, yeah, let's take a look at Hex. Did Poppy ever make it to that Copenhagen meetup? Not bad overall, some scam wicks in here. Let's take a look at Hex. Did anybody watch that event? I think he did a meetup, didn't he? Oh jeez, it's on Uniswap. I guess I guess the meetup didn't go too well. This is daily? Yeah, this is fucking daily. Bad. This does not look too hot. HEP decently low reading and expanding. You did get a HVZ extreme here. Let that cool off and probably go for a new stab down. 0.14 is within the range of probabilities here. Not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. If market goes to the Hex meetup, I hope he shows up. Only to outdo Richard Hart's fashion. Yeah. Bro, that fucking okay. I caught a glimpse. Okay, I caught a glimpse of the fucking Louis Vuitton bag with LEDs in it, and it looks fucking re. It looks next level re, in my honest opinion. Like, why would you get LEDs in a Louis Vuitton bag? It's crazy. Fanboy LLV shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I did see his fucking shit. It's like, I don't know, man. It just reminds me of like people that don't know how to spend their own money. Like, they got a bunch of money and then they're like, all right, I gotta do something with it. I remember seeing Hex Defenders in random Twitch chats. It was a LV jacket with 4 purses on it. Yeah, look at what I did with your money. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Let's take a look at V though. The purse jacket. Like, I don't even think it fucking... Euro people would wear it. I mean, I see people with purses out on the street all the fucking time. Like guys wearing like those, I don't know, these satchel bags or whatever the fuck. But I don't know, man. It's pushing it. V though looks pretty positive so far. Not much to say in this kind of area of declining HVP. I would want to wait for a little bit better price action to actually take a position on it. Overall better than not. Overall better than not. I would expect the probabilities to sort of be similar to what we saw on the MJ. Let's just check them. 0.0. Where is this? Let's go like here. 0.0105. Right up there. Like 0.008. Jesus. It's like the Zimbabwe dollar pricing. Imagine if you had a miniature dog on each person of the jacket. Fucking true bimbos would love it. Yeah, the percentages don't make it clear on this one. 75% to close below, 94% to close above. That's a high probability, but I'm assuming just because the numbers are so fucking low, it's kind of skewing with it. I'd have to double check this one. It doesn't make it too clear though. I would want to wait for better HVP expansion with Mom above the POVMA. That would be pretty decent take position on it. All right, let's take a look at gold. We haven't checked gold today. How's Peter Schiff doing? How's Peter Schiff doing today? Not so hot. Not so hot. I have this theory. I've had it for a while. I don't know. I'm sure other people have guessed this too. That Peter Schiff and his son are colluding together to get every bit of publicity that they fucking can. And it's honestly fucking genius because one of them, you know, they diversified. As a family, they literally can only be wrong if both gold and Bitcoin fail. But like as each individual unit, they just drive fucking marketing, you know? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Silver doing a little bit better here. Entropy picking back up, suggesting, hey, you might see some randomness here. Also, Mom turning down. Kind of similar look to Bitcoin actually, but on a much less significant scale. No, Bitcoin entropy still moving down here on the daily. Let's take a quick look at currencies. Dixie closing days below the POVMA. I'm still very, very concerned about the HVP reading on it. Currencies don't tend to move all that much because they are extremely liquid. Anything we can read here? No, still above the POVMA. Okay. USD CAD. Wow, US dollar is getting shellacked against Canadians. Any sort of extreme? No. Looks like you're just catching some downside drip here. I would expect this to continue as long as the volatility is going lower. Although Mom is suggesting that, hey, you might see a move back up to the POVMA and then reassess. USD ruble. Yeah, something similar to this, although the volatility reading is much different on this. It's actually picking up on the HVP. I wonder how it looks on the weekly. Longer time frame still declining. So we may see over the next 120 days or so some decent volatility in the currency space. I don't know if any of you guys do currency trading. I know a while back there was Evolve FX that allowed you to trade currencies with Bitcoin. I know you have to go way out there on the level. Well, you don't have to. You know, you can just do You might see some decent volatility in the near future, about 3 months or so in the currency space. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Moscow going into COVID lockdown. Yeah, man, they're instituting some crazy shit here. They got QR codes. A lot of people are pissed off about it over here. I guess I don't even know how much I should be. Yeah, they're implementing measures. Let's say it that way, and it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. It's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks. Oh, wanted to take a look at Coin and Facebook. Coin doing pretty fucking well. Pretty fucking well. Wow. Cross down on the mom. Would be expecting. No, I shouldn't say that. No. Could see a move back down to the POVMA in the short time. Let's take a look at Facebook. Probably get more data on Facebook. Made it back up above its POVMA. It's kind of still in that bullshit area, although entropy suggesting that, hey, this immediate move is now over. You're going to be doing some random nonsense. Probably, if I were to structure a position on this now, I would be waiting for one of the downside expected moves to be hit. Something like that. If there was edge in how ETF structure, it's another instrument that's either liquid or isn't. If it is, then it's running like everything else. It's impossible. And let's just check the let's check Market Chameleon as well to see if we have anything coming out. 100 billion. Let's take a look at the big caps. You're at 30. Wells Fargo, Tesla. Yeah, let's take a look at Tesla. Let's take a look at. Yeah, Tesla's the one that we've been shouting out for a while that had extremely low HVP reading on it as well for a long time. We saw this start to a move up, very nice. You don't have a move down in entropy quite yet, suggesting that, hey, you very likely will see some up-down action here, a little bit less certain. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Shaman. It is still quite random from an entropy perspective here, but HEP picking up above the POVMA and your mom going green, pretty damn positive than not. Let's take a look at weekly. Powerful Tesla. What's in the range of probabilities here? Weekly, yeah, let's go back to a 2000 Tesla. I don't know, Kathy Wood might be right, although she's been selling a shitload of shares, but damn, pretty positive. As long as these conditions hold, I would be looking for cross up in Mom, which looks like you might actually get today. I'll have to double check that by the end of the day, but pretty damn positive. Damn, it's gonna be a powerful move. Let's see what else is on here. Let's check Wells Fargo. In general, a lot of the financials have been have had a very low IV 30 rank. Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, what else was on there? Goldman Sachs was one of them that we were looking at. It lines up with the HVP pretty damn well. HVZ did give you a local extreme here, cooled off a little bit. Probably gave you a cross down on mom, hinting at it. So I'd probably want to wait for the next one, something like this area here, back down to the POVMA, and then picks back up. And entropy moving down. This might not be a bad one to add to the list. Let's take a look at it on the weekly. Still cooling HVP, probably catch some drift. Let's look. Actually, what did I want to see? I saw something on Bitcoin. Yeah, it was the RSI div. It was the RSI div tool, which also suggested that you might get some downside. Here at the top of the RSI div tool with the mom crossing down here, and you do have entropy going lower here, but we have seen with entropy going lower moves to have this like interplay between the top band and the middle band. Something like that is still very possible. The middle band is down at 56. It's not some magic line for where price gets attracted. Nothing like that. It's just another range. But a move down is certainly possible here, so do be careful. This is in confluence with the 12-hour cone. You're grinding the top 1%. This is 46 parts back. For the guys that weren't here, you're grinding the top 1% cone on a 12-hour. Your HEP rating is low. You could definitely have some downside here on the expected moves for the day. Things get really crazy. 57,000, 60,000. Those two are definitely within range. For the weekly, I would want to wait to see if the mom crosses down. But you know, 56,000 is within range, and things don't really have to get too crazy for us to get there. So definitely, I'm not suggesting that on a weekly basis that's going to happen, but on a daily, certainly somewhere like 60K is very possible. It's very possible, especially if you're getting this cross on the mom and the 12-hour, you're grinding on the 1% cone, and you got a low reading, and you have mom going negative. Be careful. All right, what time is it? 5:17. I guess it's gonna be different for you guys. What time are you guys all? Like Western, Eastern? It's gonna be nighttime soon. All right, let's take a look at any other companies we want to see. Eastern, yeah, okay. Ooh, NVIDIA. NVIDIA had got some crazy play on it during the last Bitcoin pump, didn't it? Or like Ethereum pump or whatever, when people were going crazy over the cards. Let's see. Yeah, this is a decent looking one. Actually got to take down an entropy on a weekly basis, which is pretty nuts. I don't think I've ever seen it on a weekly. Maybe on S&Ps. Might not be a bad trade here. Wait for the cross up. Maybe buy a lower expected move. Not bad. Alright, anything we didn't cover for today? No, I think we're good. Oh, actually, Tilray is up 3%. raise up 3%. What were the other ones in the pod industry? There was something that starts with a C. Is it, oh my god. I can't remember. SNDL, Sundial Growers, yeah. CGC, that's it. SNDL doing much better though. SNDL doing a whole 7%. These things move like fucking crypto stocks, I swear, or cryptos, I swear to god. Let's take a look at CGC. Yeah, CGC is the one that I was thinking of. This one had... I think this one got the most marketing under its wing. Everybody knew about CGC. Prawn, yeah, true. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of easy to manage too. I might just add these. Like these might be good adds to the portfolio of shit. Tilray, CGC. It might be that time again. Everybody gets locked down again. Fucking, you know, what are they gonna do? Cyclic Cron. Cron is the one I trade as well. Chronos. Yeah, very similar across the whole sector. I might just add all these, honestly. Nice. Highest Omega is still Tilray. Yeah, fucking makes sense, dude. That shit was so crazy. I bought it on the day it came out at like, I think it was like 24 or something. And then I sold it at 50 and I was like, I'm a fucking genius. I doubled my money. And then it went to like 300. And I was the most mad ever. I was the most mad ever. Actually, something that looks very similar to this is it doesn't have quite as much history as MindMed. I know I've been on this one. I own this one. Just full disclosure. Kind of very similar readings on it. Also decently easy to manage. And ACB, yeah, ACB. Yeah, I might just spread out across that sector. Why not? Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Let's see. Just own some more shit. Not bad. Not bad finds. Good shout out, Dogman. What time is it? 5:22. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys here. Let's take a look and see where the S&P 500 is. Pretty positive so far. Nothing too major. The thing that I wanna really focus on is how the day closes and whether or not we get that cross down on the mom, suggesting exposure. Yeah, exactly. Suggesting that we might see a couple of candles of downside going forward. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the lower time frames for Bitcoin as well, since the 12-hour volatility is very low. The 1 hour, I think it's settled below the POVMA already. Entropy picked back up on it, suggesting that, hey, this is going to be over. Yeah, it's below the POVMA, and you got your HVP expanding on it. Could see some downside to one of the lower expected moves. I mean, we saw 63, 640 already on Binance US. You saw 8K. Very, very dangerous stuff. 60,000 even is within range today if things get insane. 57K. I'm not saying that any of these have to happen or anything like that, but they are on your expected moves. And you have them on to the upside as well. So, something to keep in mind. Alright guys, I will hopefully be back. I'll do my best to be back with you later on today. Hopefully get some more traders in here to talk shit. I know I've been saying that for the last couple of days and I haven't been able to do that, but hopefully we'll get that done for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the show and stay safe out there. Don't get liquidated. And catch some 8K Bitcoins. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Yeah, I definitely want to get Market on. I definitely want to get Market on. But he's never available, man. He's always fucking invading Poland.